What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and I'd like to welcome you all to my first ever video log regarding Football Manager. Now, of course, we all know Football Manager 16 drops in a month's time. Well, the beta does anyway, and then the full game will be released 2 weeks from then. But I'm going to take this time to use this video as an announcement of what I'm going to be doing in the upcoming season, as well as lay out a request to you as to what you would like to see on the channel for the upcoming season. Now, some of you may be following me on Twitter, some of you not. You may have noticed a couple little hints that I had dropped. I believe I actually one time explicitly stated it. But for the beta leading up to the release of the full game, I will be using Everton. Everton being a club that I follow the most outside the United States. And I feel that they're a relatively big enough club and a good enough club with the roster that they're going to have for this upcoming season to get acclimated to the game, to try out some tactics, to just see how the overall user interface of the game works, see the match engine and whatnot, see what changed, what didn't. And I feel that with Everton, it would be a nice enough challenge to try and get them at least into the top 6. So that will be my beta save. Of course, that will be on the channel when the beta drops. So expect that to be, I don't know, roughly the end of October when you start seeing videos come up of that. The next save, of course, if you haven't seen the video a couple of videos back, you will notice that will be my new long-term save, and of course, that will be a Premier League side as well. If you haven't checked it out already, please go up here and you will find the video, and you may get it from the music alone, but if you don't, obviously, you'll check it out halfway through. But that will be my main save, mostly long-term save, and of course, being a Premier League side, not just winning the Premier League is the main goal, a short-term goal, but the long-term goal, championship, Champions League glory. Now for my third save, I'm trying to coincide a third save along with my Twitch streaming. If you don't follow me on Twitch, right here at the bottom, twitch.tv/RLKDragon. You'll find me there streaming Football Manager every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights at 8 p.m. Central Time, which would be 2 a.m. over in the UK. I know it's a little bit of a late start for you guys, but I work a 9-to-5 job, so I gotta work it around my schedule. But come check me out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights. Now, getting back to the streaming and the third save. Third save, I want it to be a little bit of a longer save, like a really, really long save. And I'm talking about lower league. And not just talking about Vanarama North or South. I'm talking lower. I'm talking level 7, level 8, level 9. Obviously, extra databases will be coming into play. But that's one idea that I want to think about, is to take a team from outside of the Football League and lower and try to get them up into the Premier League and try and get them some Premier League glory. Now, another idea for that third long-term save is something called the British Steel Challenge. Now, British Steel Challenge originated from sortoutsi.net, link in the description box below as to where that website is. And the British Steel Challenge, in essence, is you need to win all 37 or 38 playable trophies within the British home nations as well as the Republic of Ireland. And it's kind of a globe hopper, but on a small scale, since it is strictly refined to the British Isles. But there's also another catch in that your team can only consist of British Isle nation players. So only English, Scottish, Welsh, Northern Irish, and Irish players. If you have anybody else on that roster, you need to jettison them. Otherwise, it's over. You cannot continue. And I feel that is a good challenge. It's a good alternative to the Pentagon and the Hexagon that I'm working on currently. And I've done it once before while at sortoutsi.net. I want to actually take this as an opportunity to put this into video form. So if you would like to see that, please let me know in the comment box below, along with if you would like to see one of the lower league saves. Now, for my third and final long-term save, I'd like to try and do the San Marino Challenge. Now, if you don't know what the San Marino Challenge is you take over both club and country. San Marino Calcio, which unfortunately sits now in the Serie D in the Italian league, so you can only access them through an outside database. But you take control of San Marino Calcio and try and progress them all the way up into the Serie A. And the whole goal behind that is to try and bring in better San Marino youth and put them into the San Marino national team and try and progress the national team to a higher level than what they currently are. Now, of course, you would also be taking control of the national team and try and move them up in the world ranks. Of course, they are the worst team in the world, so you gotta want to try for short-term goals. Maybe get a draw or a win here in a friendly. Maybe even scrape out a win in a Euro qualifiers or a World Cup qualifiers. But the whole goal is to try and take the San Marino Calcio club team and get them to the Serie A, win the Serie A, and the San Marino national team. The ultimate goal is for them to win the World Cup. Now, I don't know if anybody's actually done that, but that is the stated goal for the San Marino national team. I'm sure you could try for something smaller. You could try for the Euros. You can move them up in the UEFA Nations League when that comes into play. I believe the first start date for that is 2018. So when that comes into play in game, you can try and get them progressing up in the Nations League. But there are so many things that you can do with that save, and I think that would be another good long-term save. Please leave your comments in the comment box below on if you would like to see me try that out. Now, of course, that leaves me with what to do for streaming. Now, if you don't follow me on Twitch right now, my current streaming save is Vaduz FC, Vaduz being in the Swiss Super League. My short-term goal with that is to try and progress them through the Europa League, get steadily further and further, and through the club and national coefficients, try and get them into a further place up in the charts. Now, the middle-term goal for that is to win the Swiss Super League, and of course the long-term goal is to try and win a UEFA competition. It has to be the Europa League first, because that is the only way that any Liechtenstein team can get into the Champions League, since they only have a cup competition, they don't have a league system, and the cup only gets them into the Europa League. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I guess what I propose to you is, what would you like to see me have on my channel as far as the third options, the third list of 3 options? What would you like to see me have on the channel, and what would you like to see me stream? Okay? You can leave in the comment box below. I will set up a straw poll so you can voice your opinions like that. But yeah, that's pretty much what the future is going to hold for me in FM16. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Leave a like on the video if you like what you saw. Subscribe if you want to see new videos come out. And of course, the new content that will definitely be coming out for the upcoming game. Of course, comments, suggestions, anything else. Any other challenges you would like to see me try, please leave in the comment box below. I'll take it under consideration. But as always, this is Gendo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Peace out.